Hello, welcome. This is going to be a reading for Virgo of February 22nd of 2024 on a Thursday. This is going to be a very significant reading. I hope that you like this reading. Give it a like, give it a comment, and yes. So it's going to be very interesting. You know, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be very interesting of how it is, knowing that everything seems to be fine, dandy, and what have you, and this is how it goes. So remember how it seems to be, knowing that this is a very fine landing of how it is, knowing that if it's very good, and understand about how it is, because this is how it seems to be. So further ado, without any question, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen and knowing that this is going to be very significant reading of how it is. Um, this is a very significant way of how it is in knowing about what's going on. Okay, because this is how it's going to be. Because I think in my own way, everything can switch from a different way, a different angle, a different, you know, how it is. So this is how it seems to be about. Knowing that this is a very fine lining, this is a very opportunity. Uh, it comes and goes with various reasons, you know. Um, but you have to take some time, Virgo. This is your reading, and okay, so everything has to be all good and how it is, because whatever happens, you know, I think my own way that yes, everything seems to be fine, but when you think about it, it's like, not really. So you think about the way of how you can consider your own options and understand how it is, because this is a very significant reading of how it goes. You know, I'm just a reader. I'm just telling you what's happening because if it happens to you and you think, well, I don't know what Zoe Alex is talking about. Well, it seems to be what it is. And knowing about that, knowing how everything's going to be fine, then you know for the truth, right? Because you have to obey about telling the truth, obey what was happening, obey about what's going on, and you see it, and you see how everything seems to be. So the further ado, without any question, like I say, give it a like, give it a comment. You know how it is, and you see how it goes, and uh, and understand about how it seems to be. Because the further that it has to be all true, it has to be all negotiable and what have you, because you have to read between the lines, knowing that what's happening and knowing about how it is. So, you think that what's going on with the reading, and there it is, right? So, it's how it is. So, further, without any question, full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. This is for you. Let's see. Let's see if you're going to take any interesting action. You will see the cards eventually, but yeah, because this is a full force of how it is, and how it seems to be. You'll see the cards eventually. This is a reading for you, Virgo. never seen this reading before. So, and I just shuffled all these cards. So let's see. Let's see. Here we go. So for you, Virgo, you have the Four of Swords is reversed. Five of Wands reversed. Five of Swords is upright. Yeah. Yeah, basically you're having conflict. Page of Cups is upright. Four of Wands is upright. Yeah, see, you're kind of be thinking that there's something going on. You're not gonna have the Lovers. You don't want to have the Judgment. Hmm. You know, there is a possibility that there's something wrong. Okay, you have to look at it from a different way, and you know how it is. So let's see. What's opposite about the Four of Swords? What's opposite of the Five of Wands? What's opposite of the Lovers? What's opposite of the Judgment? So the first one is the Seven of Swords is reversed because you're feeling that there's, burdens. You don't want to have any burdens right now. Page of Cups is upright. Yeah, because you could be dealing with maybe Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer in that way. Because here's the Page of Cups here, and there's Page of Cups here, right? What's opposite of the Lover's card? Ah, the King of Swords is upright. Yeah, so you could be dealing with another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this one is the Knight of Swords is upright. Yeah, because you want to have victory on your side. Yeah, see, it's very, you have to remember that this is a very significant reading. Only it's kind of the ins and outs, You have to see it as a wonderful reading, What's opposite of the Seven of Swords? Page of Pentacles, that's reversed. Yeah. So you could be, thinking that you already have money in your own situation, but then you think, well, forget this. I don't want to have that, because you're focusing on your own self. What's opposite of Page of Pentacles? The Hangman is upright. Yeah, because you're feeling that you have restrictions, because you're restricting that there's something that's going on, and you think that there was something unkindly, or it's very, you know, how everything is. It's based on how it is, right? Because you think that everything seems to be fine, graceful, and everything has ways of considering, you know, considering the way of the option is, and you see how everything is, but you think about how everything has to be all well connected, well all deserved, well everything has to be all, worshipped in your own situation, you have to believe that you can do this, Virgo. There's one way or another where everything has to be connected. You know, you have to feel of how everything is, knowing that there is a very inspiration of how everything is, but you know how it is. You know how everything is. You know, you have to think and believe that you can do this as long as you need to. Because practice makes perfect. Perfect is practice. So there's a way of how you can acknowledge that, but this is how it seems to be. But let's keep going. So you see this as a wonderful feeling. You see how everything is, right? Because you think that everything seems to be fine, right? And you think that, okay, well, this is a significant way. Like, what's the middle of of between the Five Swords upright, the Page of Cups upright, and the Four of Wands is upright? Okay, so there is a spiraling way of how it is, right? Now, I would like to clarify, but if I clarify the middle card, right? Because you think that this is a very fine reading. Let's see. Ah, the world is upright. Yeah, because you want to have the completion. You have to be completed. Like if you want to have it completed about not having any conflict with anybody, or try to be kind to one another. You have to think for yourself to understand that. You know, there's a reason behind it. And for that reason, whether if you're getting married or not, or if you're single, or whatever you desire, there are things that you must learn first. You know, in order to know about that, you have to be creative, knowing from right and wrong, knowing that you can do it. You know, you have to believe that you can do that. So let's see. Tell me some what's the opposite of the world card for Virgo. The Hermit does upright. Yeah, because now you're looking now you're looking for like a soulmate, and when you're having a soulmate, you know that there is a way of how you can get that woman or man or in that situation, Virgo. There are things that you trying to reconsider, and there are options where you can. If you go and have options between A, B, C, the whole alphabet, that's how it seems to be. It's the way of how you can be, of how everything has to be well connected, well deserved, and that's how it seems to be. You know, Everything has to go with the flow, and that's how it is, right? Slow and steady wins the race, right? And that's how you seem to be. You don't want to cry over spilt milk, nothing. But you have to do whatever you need to do, you know. So we're almost done with this reading. So you can consider about those options of you can see that. And the way how you can feel it, you feel how everything is. Knowing that this is a very fine lining, knowing that how everything is based on that. It's based on reality, and you just think about how everything is, because you have to feel. You have to understand that, right? Because look at this one's our reading, right? So, what's upset about the hangman? What's upset Page of Cups? What's upset of Swords? Let's see. So, so on top of the hangman, we have the moon that's reversed. Yeah, see, yeah. Then you have the Ten of Pentacles that's reversed because now you think, I forget this, I don't know what to do now. And you have the Eight of Wands is upright, which means that you want to travel. Well, now you have to think like, well, now I want to get this, I want to do whatever I desire to do. Well, yeah, but in a way, you have to reconsider your own options here. You know, you have to read between the lines, right? You have to understand of how you can think for yourself, right? Think that if everything seems to be fine, what's opposite of the moon card for Virgo? And wow, the Knight of Wands is upright. Yeah, yeah. Because you're trying to have victory on your side. You're trying to focus on your reality. Oh, and the Two of Swords is reversed, which means that you already understand which direction you're going to take, and you can seize that own emotion, right? Also, I would say about the Two of Swords. Oh wow, the Judgment, that's reversed. Okay, so you're trying to not be judged. You're trying to not look at how everything is fear based, you know. Um, hmm. Okay. So what's the opposite of the Judgment for Virgo? Ah, I see, the Emperor. Yeah, yeah, basically that's how it seems to be. Alright, I'm kind of getting somewhere in this situation. Yeah, because you're trying to figure out how everything is. You're trying to figure out what you want to get what you want, and if you think about how it is and you think about how everything seems to be, or you have to negotiable, whatever it is, right? And you can see that, right? And you think that everything seems to be fine, but then you think, well, this is how it's going to be, all right? So we're kind of almost done with this reading so far. So let's see what's the opposite of the Knight of Wands and the Emperor between these two. Yeah, let's see. Ah, the Six of Wands is upright. Yeah, because you could be dealing with another fire sign. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Yeah, see, this is why it's all making sense to you, Virgo. This is how you can, accomplish of what you're going to be doing, accomplishing of how everything is. Because at the back of these cards, you have the Hangman or the High Priestess that's reversed. Okay, so this is how it is, right? At the back of this deck over here, you have the Ten of Wands is upright, yeah, because see, that's how it is. This one over here, you have the Death card that's reversed, so you could be maybe not think about, Scorpio, and at the bottom of this one, you have the Hangman that's upright. Yeah, see, this is how it's kind of conquest of how it is, because you're trying to have your own way of acknowledge of how everything seems to be. Is the way of how everything has to be all like the playing field, right? And you know how you're playing field like playing soccer, and you're trying to know that everything has to be all fit and all graceful, and you can just hit the ball into the goal, and you're fine, right? Well, that's fine, right? But practice makes perfect. That's all you can do, Virgo. Look at the playing field. That's all you can do. There are results. There are various ways of how you can do it. It's the way of how everything seems to be all, you know, gratitude, and you can think about how everything is, and think about how everything has to be all great, because you think about how everything seems to be, and whether that this is a very fine lining, and you can think about how everything is, you have to look at it. You have to look at it as the way of how everything seems to be fine. It's the way of how you can do that, you know, and this is a very fine lining about how it is. So, Before I let you all go, you have to pay attention whether that this is a very front lining. If everything seems to be all graceful and everything has to be all well connected, well deserved, Virgo, you have to look at the playing field. If you look at where everything seems to be fine, do that, you know. But you have to be happy as long as you need to. Being happy is the key reason, rather than like getting angry at somebody, or there's something that was going on and there's you get the bad vibes from them, whatever. You have to look at from how how it is, because in some way and somehow you have to think about how everything is. It's the way of how everything has to be all well connected, well desired, well deserved, and this is how it is. So you have to look at this from a baseline. Look at how everything is, and you can see that. So we don't know about these bottom ones here, these open spaces, and there are a little bit more more spaces here. But I want to clarify. I want to clarify before I leave all of you. So we're almost done with this reading. So I just want to clarify again, or I want to see about these open spaces. Because there's an open space that's over here, and there's an open space here. So I'll put that there. So let's see. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups that's reversed for you, Virgo. So we're going to look at that. We're going to clarify that card. And we have the Hierophant that's reversed. So I'm going to clarify that. So I already shuffled these cards here. So I'll see what's going on. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups that's reversed. Okay. And the Eight of Wands that's reversed. Okay, so here's the thing. You're actually traveling, then you're not traveling. Okay? Now, this is very peculiar. Very good word to say. Now you have to think about, well, okay, well, now I'm trying to figure this out. Yes. So now you know how everything is, right? So you could be dealing with maybe at least like fire signs in this picture. You'd be dealing with some air signs in this picture. Maybe not water signs yet. But let's see. What's opposite for wands? Or the Four of Cups, I mean. What's opposite of the Eight of Wands? Ah, the Eight of Swords is upright. Yep, because now you're having anxiety, right? Because now you think that now you're crying, now you don't know what to do, now you're thinking that there was something that you worried about, and now you have the King of Pentacles that's reversed because you're thinking that you already have enough money, or you're thinking that there was something that, there's a way of how everything has to be all conquered and conquest, and, you think that, woe is me, or, there's a way of how you can do that. So let's see. Let's clarify. Uh, Let's clarify the King of Pentacles, the Knight, the Knave of Coins. Okay, wait, what's opposite about that card, please? The Ten of Coins. Okay, so it does represent the earth signs in that category because you could be having money on your own way, right? Because you're considering your own options here. But we don't know what the universe is saying. So in that note, I'm going to clarify at least the uh, way of how the setup is for you, Virgo. So let's see. So we're going to see what the universe is going to say in the middle here because we're going to see how this is. And we have, alright, so we have the hangman that's reversed here. So now you know that you have no restrictions, okay, because you know exactly what you're going to be feeling. Second card for Pentacles. Yeah, see, because you don't want to put yourself in poverty. You don't want to feel low or broke or anything like that. And you have the Nine of Swords, okay, that's still based on, it could be anxiety. It could be where you're kind of feeling that you're feeling all sad and bothered and, you have to look at your own way of how it is. Because the universe is saying that there is something that's going on in this picture. Um, but now we're going to clarify the hangman, clarify for Pentacles. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Knight of Coins is upright. Yeah, because you know how that is. This one over here. The King of Coins that's reversed. Okay, so you know that there was something that was going on here in this situation. So that's how it is. Now we're going to clarify this card. The Six of Wands is upright. Yeah, because you could be dealing with another fire sign. I just said that earlier. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Because you have the Six of Wands here, you have the Six of Wands here, right? So you know that there was something that was bothering you, And when you be bothered, there was something that was very um, unpleasant, you know. And whether you have unpleasant or there was everything that kind of be, very bad, you have to look at it, right? So let's see how it is. I want to clarify one more of this space here. So just going to shuffle one more time with this. We're almost done with the reading, just to let you all know. So this space here so you guys can see it. And the Three of Cups is upright. Okay, so basically that note is that you're kind of clarifying the way of how your friendship is. Okay, so now here's the thing before I'm going to discontinue this reading. You know how the cards were saying to me where, you have to have a well-known theory to understand about your friendship. Friendship can go from a different way, a different angle, a different setup, whatever it is. But there are things that you must learn, and the category is where everything has to be mastered and clarified and negotiable, and you know, you have that feeling where everything has to be well connected. That's all you can do. You know how you can do it, you know how you can seize your own moment, but you have to remember that there are things that you're trying to learn, and if you go and enjoy, that's how it is, right? So before you, before I have to let you go, pay attention, knowing how everything has to be all good, and knowing that how everything has to be all great, and you have that way of knowing, understand that this is a very well played, well deserved, well desired, and that's how it is. Okay, so understand how it seems to be, understand how it kind of is, and understand about that. Because I hope everything seems to be well good and have a good time. I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Bye.